The woman suddenly lost consciousness at an altitude of 10,000 meters. Her body started falling straight down, and as the speed increased, she woke up. She tried to grab the balloon's rope, but it was already too late. She was falling straight down. Luckily, a safety rope saved her, but the situation was still extremely dangerous. She was hanging in the air, her hands completely numb, and it was impossible to hold on for much longer. She called out to her partner, but he was already unconscious. She had to grab the basket quickly or she could die. She wrapped the rope tightly around her legs and swung her body. After several attempts, she finally managed to grab the swing rope and pulled herself in. Now they were at 13,000 meters. The upper exhaust valve had frozen shut, oxygen wasn't releasing, and the balloon was continuing to rise uncontrollably. That's why her partner had passed out. The woman immediately started climbing up from the swing. There was a deep drop below, but there was no other option. Her hands were badly torn, but she kept climbing and reached the edge of the balloon. She tried to grab a rope, but barely avoided slipping. Her condition was so bad she started feeling sleepy, but as soon as she remembered her partner, she became alert again. She pushed herself hard, grabbed the rope, and pulled herself up. She tied a rope around her waist and kept climbing without stopping. Eventually, she reached the top, but there was no time to stop. She kicked the valve hard. After several attempts, the ice broke and the valve opened. Then she cut her shoelace and stuck the shoe into the valve to keep it from closing again. Air started to escape, and the balloon slowly began to descend. Her partner started to regain consciousness, and the woman collapsed from exhaustion. He poured alcohol on her frozen fingers to clean the wounds. Just then, snow started to fall, and both of them smiled. They had never seen snow so close at such a high altitude. But then they noticed something strange. Some snowflakes were suspended in the air, and then started rising upward. That's when the girl realized the balloon was descending so fast, it was outpacing even the falling snow. Now the real danger was crashing into the ground. Together, they threw out sandbags, ropes, even essential supplies, and even their jackets. The guy said, "Climb onto the metal ring," and grabbed a knife to climb behind her. His plan was to cut off the swing, the heaviest part. One by one, the ropes were cut, and the swing began to drop. 2 ropes remained, and the ground was getting closer. While cutting one of the ropes, they lost their balance, but somehow managed to stay safe. Finally, the last rope was cut, and the balloon's speed reduced slightly. But the girl knew that wasn't enough. She quietly walked to the edge of the metal ring. She was ready to sacrifice herself so the guy could survive. But before she could do anything, the guy cut the rope that stabilized the balloon. In the very next moment, the balloon opened up like a parachute and slowly began descending toward the ground. Life had given them one more chance.